يا إمام الأنبياء أنت في الوجدان حي أنت للعينين ضي أنت عند الحوض ري أنت هاد وصفي يا.
Please join us tomorrow for another interesting edition of Reason to Believe with Sheikh Hakim Hasimi. Now we move on to the Virtuous Women. This half hour is sponsored by Al Muqminat Organization, the Believing Women Organization.
وصدقت بكلمات ربها وكتبه وكانت من القانتين.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. All praises are due to Allah, the first and the last. We beseech Him to send His blessings and mercies on the best of mankind, Muhammad Mustafa, and his household, his companions, and on all of us believers to the day of judgment. Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Mutia Juma Olagunju. I welcome you all to our show, the show you've been waiting to view. I welcome you all to the Virtuous Woman program. Inshallah ta'ala, today on the show, we shall be looking at adab, that is Islamic ethics. And we're going to focus on the etiquette of sleeping. Inshallah, on this note, when we come back, you meet my guests who will do justice to the topic. Don't go away.
إن المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات والقانتين والقانتات والصادقين والصادقات والصابرين والصابرات والخاشعين والخاشعات والمتصدقين والمتصدقات والصائمين والصائمات والحافظين فروجهم والحافظات والذاكرين الله كثيرا والذاكرات أعد الله لهم مغفرة وأجرا عظيما.
Alhamdulillah, you're welcome back to the show. I am your host, Mutia Juma Olagunju. As I informed you earlier on, if you're just joining us, the topic we're going to discuss about this morning is the etiquette of sleeping. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala informed us. Allah says in the Quran, Surah An-Naba, Quran 78, verse 9. Allah says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, wa ja'alna nawmakum subatan. And which means, we have made for you sleep as a rest. You can see that it's a favor from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My guest in the house today is a noble woman, a scholar, Al-Hajja Sharifa Yusuf Ajibadi. You're welcome to the show.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Etiquette of sleeping.
Yes, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Alhamdulillah ala ni'matil Islam. Islam is not just a religion, it's a way of life. And everything that Muslims do is not just for the fun of it. Because for everything that you do, there are several others who are praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that they want to do such too. The sleep that you just think you achieve just like that, it's not just like that. Several people use drugs to be able to sleep. So it's actually a favor that Allah has done us. And like you said, وَجَعَلْنَا نَوْمَكُمْ سُبَاتًا. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was relating these signs that will make us realize that there will be life, there will be death. And He'll be able to wake us up on the day of Qiyamah. For those who are doubting is there going to be day of judgment. Sleep. In Islam, like I said, everything has the manner of doing it. We can achieve it as a worship. And in order that we achieve it as a worship, you have to intend it that you want to use it as a worship. And using it as a worship means that you want to do it the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said it and Prophet Sallam practiced it.
So sleep in Islam is also a form of worship. And that if you go by the etiquette of Islam, you get to have the reward.
Yeah, even as you sleep,
Allah
reward is being written for you.
Subhanallah.
So we're going to look at some of the highlights of sleeping etiquette of Prophet Sallam. And we are enjoying us all to try and learn such practices. So it will assist us in the way we sleep and what we achieve, what comes to us from sleep. Because several things could happen during sleep. The first thing I'll mention in the adab is in the using of the miswak, the brushing before we sleep. Using the stick. It's a practice of Prophet Sallam that I even encouraged it for salat. Like were it not to be a burden on my woman, Prophet Sallam said, I would have enjoyed that you brush your teeth before every salat. But in his own practice, before he goes to bed, he will brush his teeth before he lies down. After brushing,
Sharifa, I'm sorry to cut in. In this modern day, we don't see siwak all over the place. Can the ordinary toothbrush replace siwak? Is it the same thing? Will it have the same reward if you use the toothbrush?
The intention will make it be the same, because there are people who will react to some kind of chewing sticks. So, and then it is not in all cultures that you find the chewing stick. So, and Islam is universal. So whatever you use in your own culture, clean your mouth. If it's brush, if it's a stick, if it's a miswak of the time of Islam that you are able to get, walillah alhamd. After that, you perform ablution. It was written that when Prophet Islam is ready to go and sleep, he will perform ablution just as he will perform it before he goes to sleep.
Just as he performs it before he goes to salat.
So it is a sunnatic act, the practice of Prophet Islam, that you make ablution before you go to bed. Then after performing the ablution, perhaps you must have even observed salat with tawbah. So after
salat with tawbah,
it's a salat that you use at the end of the day to seek Allah's forgiveness for whatever mistakes you may have committed in the course of your actions throughout the day.
How many rakahs does he have?
A minimum of 2. So it's so simple. Within 5 minutes you are done. Then you dust your bed. You dust your bed thrice. That is the practice of Islam. That you use the tip of his clothes that he wants to sleep with to dust the bed 3 times, saying the ta'awuz. Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim, Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim, Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Anything may have lay on your bed before you come there, because you were away. Now you have come there. It could be a mat, it could be a bed, it could be anything that you want to lie on.
If you're just laying the bed, do you still need to dust it?
Even after laying the bed, before you lie on it, you still dust it. I was like saying the ta'awuz thrice. So whatever evil is there, whatever shaitan and his called that is lying on your bed, you dust them off. And if that practice is regular in you, you discover that even when you want to sit, when you want to enter buses, you want to do it because you are familiar with saying the ta'awuz. Then after that, when you now lie down, it was reported by Udhifa that Prophet Sallam, when he wants to, when he lies down on the bed, he will lie on his right side, putting his arm below his cheek, and then praying. Before these prayers are quite a number. I'll mention just 2 of them. 2, or I think I should be able to mention 2 within the time that we have. Once you are able to dust the bed and you lie on it, lying on your right side, you will pray thus. Allahumma bismika rabbi, bismika rabbi, wada'atu jambi, wabika arfa'un, innam sakna nafsi fakrila, wa inna razalta fa meaning that in your name, my Lord, I have put my side down to sleep. That is seeking Allah's protection. Now, when you take my life, that is during sleep, because it's likened to temporary death. When you take my life during sleep, forgive my soul. And if you return me back to life in the morning, protect me the way you protect your righteous slaves. So it's a prayer that we should learn, and we should teach our children they will say it will serve as a means of protection from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Well, thank you very much. Is there any shorter dua
Yes.
that we can say before sleeping?
Yes. That's why I said I'll mention about 2.
Okay.
And the second one is that one that will say, Bismillahumma, Bismika, Amutu, Wahaya.
I think that is shorter. Can we all repeat it together? Allahumma,
Bismika,
Amutu,
Wahaya. Meaning that, oh my Lord, Bismika, Amutu, I die in your name. Lightning, sleep to death. And in your name, I wake or I rise. Allahumma bismika amutu wahaya. You are hoping that Allah wakes you up in the morning. That's the same idea that I talked about. That said, when he now wakes up in the morning, the first thing he will say is, Alhamdulillah, alladhi ahyana ba'da ma amatana wa ilayka nushur. Because I've been liking it to death earlier. When you now wake up, you say Alhamdulillah. You thank him. That thank you Allah for restoring my life after we have taken it. Because during that sleep we don't know what we're doing again. It is likened to a smaller death. Yes. And then thanking him again for making you come back to life. Wow. These things with the intention of doing them, you do them, they are reward for you. They are not compulsory on you to do. But you do them following the Prophet ﷺ, you get rewarded for it. You get protected doing these activities.
So you have the reward and you have the protection.
Yeah. It is also notable that Prophet used to lie on his right, and he told us that lying on our stomach is disliked by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in fact, there was one of his, I think it was one of Tabi'in, who related that, that was Yansh al-Ghifari, related that his father told him that during the time of Prophet that he was lying in the mosque and lying on his stomach. Prophet that somebody came to him and raised up his leg. He's forbidding, it's not good to lie down like this. Don't lie on your stomach. And when he raised up, he looked at the person was Prophet telling him not to lie on his stomach because Allah dislikes it. And it's even recorded in Abu Dawud. So it is important that we lie on our right side. Even medically, I found out in the course of getting ready for this discussion that medically, when you lie on your right side, the heart being on the left is resting on other organs. Okay. So blood flow is easier. The blood pressure is lower. But by the time you lie on your right, on your left side, it means all other organs, the trachea, the lungs, and other body organs are resting on the heart, thereby making the heart work more and increasing the blood pressure.
So it has a medical value.
Yes, and it is a straight teaching of Prophet Sallam. So you will discover that, in fact, it's a pointer to the fact that Prophet Sallam does not do anything on his own volition. It is Allah that directs him. Perhaps even at that time, he may not even have the reason, but because Allah directs him, and that is what he does, and directs his members or his companions.
Thank you so much, Hajia Sharifa. I know you still have a lot of other things to tell us, but we'll get to know about this after this time out.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قد أفلح المؤمنون الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون والذين هم عن اللغو معرضون والذين هم للزكاة فاعلون والذين هم لفروجهم حافظون إلا على أزواجهم أو ما ملكت أيمانهم فإنهم غير ملومين فمن ابتغى وراء ذلك فأولئك هم العادون والذين هم لأماناتهم وعهدهم راعون والذين هم على صلواتهم يحافظون أولئك هم الوارثون الذين يرثون الفردوس هم فيها خالدون.
You're welcome back to the show. It is the Virtuous Woman, and today we've been talking about etiquette of sleeping. Hajia Sharifa Yusuf has told us a lot. she told us that the first thing is for us to brush our teeth or use the miswak. We should do the ablution, then dust our bed and say the prayer. She taught us the prayer, do not forget. She said we can say the shorter one. Allahumma bismika amutu wahaya. Hajja Sharifa, please continue.
Alhamdulillah. Further on, once you lie on your side like that, you now go to portions of the Quran that Prophet encouraged us. He encouraged us to recite, and he will also do it.
While on bed?
While lying. You recite Ayat al-Kursi.
Okay.
You recite Surah al-Fatiha.
Okay.
You recite Fatiha first, Ayat al-Kursi. And in fact, some hadith said that you recite Ayat al-Kursi and the last two verses from Aman al-Rasul down.
Okay.
But some did not mention that, but the Ayat al-Kursi is a common ground for all the relations of the hadith that I contacted with.
Okay.
And then Surah al-Fatiha, Ayat al-Kursi, Surah al-Ikhlas, Falak, and Nas. And then the last three, Fatiha, Falak, and Nas, you recite thrice.
Okay.
And the Prophet, when he will recite those, he will recite onto his palm as if he's praying, as he lied on the bed like that. He will now blow it into the open palms. He will blow, after saying the various prayers, he will now blow it onto his palms and use it to rub from the frontage of his face and all the parts of the body after that prayer.
As if covering the whole body
with the prayers. He would not stop there. When he finished with that, he will now do what he does, what he recommended. There was this part of the seerah that we learned, that after the Prophet came from an expedition, time was hard for Ali. Abi Talib was the husband of Fatima bint Muhammad sallallahu. And she went to the father to ask for a slave.
Okay.
Yes, so that person can assist her in the home. But when she got there, she told the father, I do so much at home, I'm tired and I find everything difficult, the house chores is excruciating for me.
Especially by the time she wants to retire to bed.
And remember also that in that portion of the Quran that he said, Allah said that I have made sleep,
your rest for you. Yeah.
So with all these stressful activities, sleep sometimes gets difficult. So the formula for the stress of the day, Prophet now gave Fatima, his daughter, and says by the time you are retiring to bed at night, say Subhanallah 3 times.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah 33 times, Allahu Akbar 34 times.
Allahu Akbar.
And when you say that and you go to bed, you will be relaxed.
Allahu Akbar.
So you'll be able to achieve that aim of relaxation, and you have a stressless. That's
a beautiful medicine for insomnia.
Yes.
If you're suffering from insomnia, this is a very good medication you can try.
Steps, believing that Allah will make it happen, and before you know it, a very peaceful sleep, and when you come back in the morning, you'll be reinvigorated, energized to carry out your daily activities.
I wanted to ask you the other time, while you're making your prayer while lying on your bed, you know there are Quranic verses. Do you have to cover up as a woman, or what form will you be at that time you're making the prayer?
The jilbab you wear is for outside. When you are home, you are in your normal dressing. So it doesn't mean you have to wear your covering. Most, like the reference I could have was when Angel Jibril came to visit Prophet and one I think was Khadija was not covering her
when he was bringing revelation to the Prophet.
They said because she was not covering her head. But at that particular time we could deduce that while reciting the Quran or portions of the Quran, you have your head covered.
So do you have to cover your head?
At that point when you are praying, yes, when you are through with it and you want to sleep, then you now remove
that is beautiful.
Cover and then you sleep off. Okay. However, I think I need to mention that what Prophet Islam also recommended, that at the end of the day before you sleep, it is also good for us to recite Surah Al-Mulk.
Okay.
Because at the first part of Surah Al-Mulk, it's a reminder that the sleep and living are part of the trials of Allah. So you bring to mind the fact that you are able to sleep, or it is night and you are getting ready to sleep, it's another form of death. Allah brings death and He brings life, so that we'll be able to know those who are conscious. So it is important that various activities that Muslims engage in, we find out how the Prophet do such things. Because there is really nothing we want to do that was not done during his time, that we will not have a reference to. So you'll be able to find out, because it's really not what we are doing most times that is wrong, but the manner of doing it.
Okay.
I also want to mention two issues before we leave. The issue of Salatul Tahajjud.
Right. The midnight prayer.
Yes, because part of the etiquette of sleeping was that when you sleep early, you'll be able to wake up for Tahajjud. And Aisha reported that President that when he wants to wake up in the middle of the night, he will make, after waking up, he will pray 11 rakah. That's 8 rakah for Tahajjud and 3 for witri.
Okay.
After that, he will now lie down back. Following this, yes, he will now go back to sleep. Maybe not necessarily sleep, just a short nap before, while waiting for Fajr prayer to come up. So it is important that we also take note of that we should not sleep all through the night and forget ibadah, ritual ibadah. Then about dreams. Okay. It is during sleep too
that we have dreams
comes.
Yes.
So when dream comes while you are sleeping, although you have prayed, dreams could bring good, it could bring bad. It could even be a revelation to you.
Okay.
Because President said that the parts of the revelation were in dreams, and then when it happens and you find a very good dream, you pray that Allah make it get to you. Right. And perhaps you may even relate it to people who are close to you that you know will not have you.
They could wish you
well. You can relate to them, but you pray to Allah first and foremost that Allah grants you the good in it. However, when you sleep and you dream, you have a nightmares or even restless sleep that you're just tossing and turning. Oh. That is the practice of the Prophet that when such happens and you wake up, the next thing for you, go and renew your ablution.
Okay.
You come back, if it is possible for you, observe 2 rakah, seeking Allah's face for protection from that evil dream. And if you don't have such time, perhaps you are even off salat.
You are even off salat as a woman.
As you lie down there, you just change your position. Maybe you are lying on your right, you now your back down, then you now make prayer.
What are the prayers?
There was this
one can make. I think the Falak and the Nos can be recited. Okay.
There is this short one that Prophet used to say too. I can't recall that right now.
Okay.
It is important that anytime, even if you don't know so much of the Quran, once you are able to stand up and go and pray and you beseech Allah, because I have several such experiences with family members who maybe are off salat or who are not even able to recite. Okay, say it after me. Okay. I think I also become So when you are able to recite that, you are seeking protection, because it was a nightmare that came to you. So when it happens like that, you seek Allah's face.
So you should also know that that is from shaitan. And you don't need to go about it broadcasting.
You must not. It is actually a practice of Prophet that when you feel and when you see any bad dream, it is only with Allah that you consult. You seek Allah's face, changing your position. You can, even if you don't know that long one, you just say, I was learning 3 times.
Yes.
Change your position and you sleep. Islam is very comfortable, it's very easy for everybody. If you don't know the long one, there is the short one. If you don't know the long ta'awuz, the shortest ta'awuz will lie in shaitan rajim. Even if you don't know one, just take your tasbih and be saying that till sleep takes you away and wake up the following morning.
Thank you so much.
Islam is not just a religion, ad-dini wal hayat.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. I thank my sister. I'm sure we have learned a lot on